Don't mind me. I'm just scatting.
Oh, you fucking suck, dude.
Is it still picking me up? Accidentally pulled it out just a little bit.
You what? You pulled out a little bit?
I pulled a pull out game. Too strong. Didn't mean it. Did not mean it. Busted all over the couch. What time?
This plant is actually inside of me right now.
Oh, foliage porn.
I'm actually terrified to move it in case like something actually like tumbles and then everything fucking falls apart and we all die.
I mean, it's a plastic plant.
I know, but also like, oh, I dropped one.
There we go. That was what was going to happen.
What, man? It was only a little baby one. But okay.
Sometimes we fall down. It's just important to have people to pick you back up again.
Oh my god. Who the fuck are you? Listen to one fucking hymn song today and then you just like a changed person.
I'm killing loneliness.
Let me guess, the video is it him just walking around crowded places?
It might be. I think there's a lot of red velvet involved, because obviously. It might. Oh God, please don't.
It's actually,
please
man.
Don't.
Like,
hold on, right?
So I went to school with a guy. Right, just speaking of him, like we may as well just start the episode talking about it. So I went to school with a guy, and I remember thinking that his brother was like the coolest fucking guy of all time.
Obviously.
And it was because he had a wall in his room painted all in black, and then just the fucking biggest heartogram of all time just painted on the wall. And I thought that was like the coolest shit I have ever seen when I was a kid. But now now that I'm older, right, that dude was like too old to have that.
Maybe. Oh, it's a nightclub. Oh, it's kind of a nightclub.
Is he walking around?
No, it's like a peep show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just like people watching them in a peep show, like sing the song. That's a fucking good idea for a music video. That's a...
Sorry to done, man.
So goth, I love it. I wish I was still goth.
You could still be goth. I'd probably like it a bit more.
No one would hang out with me if I was still a goth.
Nobody hangs out with you now, man.
That's true. But
Sorry, I've got a stray hair somewhere and it was fucking driving me.
just bugging. Just straight up bugging.
My problem is now is most of my fucking hairs are white.
Yeah.
So when they fall out of my head, I can't see them anymore. Because one, blind as shit, and two, they're like see-through.
I got one in my soul patch. My flavor saver. Look at that.
You what?
My flavor saver.
There's just a little bit of a primal seasoned chips in there right now.
My primal fries got that fucking dust all over them. That dust is like crack to me. That's the reason I need to get them to give me smaller chips.
Smaller chips or a smaller portion of chips? Like it just gives you a big massive fucking totty, man.
Tiny wee totties. Yeah, no, smaller portion, please.
Yeah, like, I mean, I'm never going to have that problem because I can't really grow facial hair. So I'm never really going to find, like, white in my beard because I don't think I'm ever going to be at a point where I have a beard. Like, I think I just have one of those faces.
You know how, like, you can book a trip to Turkey and get, like, your hairline done? Do you get done for your beard? Surely.
Probably. I feel like the science
Can we start
exists.
a GoFundMe?
I don't want one.
Get Craig a beard. You can shave it off. I just want to see what it's like.
I don't want. I feel like I would look fucking weird with a beard, dude. Like honestly, like wholeheartedly, I would kill to have a better mustache. I would love to have a mustache. See, like what you've got, I would love.
But
to
mine's
have
is
that
a shit mustache.
But it's still better than mine.
In context with the beard, yes, it's fine. But if I was to shave my beard off and just have the mustache, I'd like fucking John Waters. And like that is just not what anyone wants. Just pencil.
Just the line over the
just
lip.
over the top lip. With the beard, with the beard, my mustache looks fine. But out of context, it looks creepy.
Would you ever shave your beard?
I like having sex, so probably not. Like, I don't think Shannon would fancy me. I think she would just be like, nah.
I was so confused what you meant by that. I was like, what? Like, you actually can't have sex if you've got, like, a clean face?
That's where my power comes from.
No, it's just like, your face just slips off. Like, fuck, dude.
Every time I get, like, a sponsored ad for, like, these fucking beard brand things, it makes me want to shave my entire body. Because I never want people to leave and go, I bet he fucking loves his beard, man. No, I don't. I just fucking happen to have to look after it because of my job.
Yeah.
I can't just rock up with like the shittiest looking beard.
Yeah. Or
to-
just like anything. Like I have noticed that about a couple of like there's a couple of barbershops where I am. Like there's a lot of barbershops.
Fucking looking at the enemy, bruh.
And then there's one in particular that I walk past sometimes, right?
Right.
And I look in, and there's a person that works in there that arguably has the worst haircut I have ever fucking seen.
Nice.
And I don't. It's like I can't actually.
Is it really close to you?
No. Yeah, but there's 15 that are really close to me.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just trying to just figure out who it may be. You can tell me later. I don't want to start any sort of beef. Maybe I do. I'm coming for y'all.
You've been put on watch. But yeah, I'm just like, I can't compare it to anything else, so I can't say like, oh, it looks like this, because I've never seen it before, and I'm just like, that's just bad, dude. Like, but on the other side, I look like this. Yeah. I can't be talking too much shit. I don't do it. He likes that.
I think
and
if
does
you started
make that
like,
choice.
if you started looking good, I'd be like, Jesus, what's happening? You okay?
But I actually gave a shit.
Yeah, if you actually give a shit, I was like, you dying? You unwell?
Like, the thought absolutely does creep into my head sometimes, where I'll just be like, oh man, like, do you think I should just like cut it all off and just see what happens?
Nah. You would have to go to one of the 15 barbers round about you, because I'm not doing it. It's not happening. God, this is a brand. Stop it. Yeah, no, I don't think I could shave it off. I think I have more chins than I want to admit I have.
Yeah.
Just maybe like 6 months into the gym, I'll like be like, go on.
Maybe I could just like trim it down a little bit.
I want to do what Duncan does. Duncan's got the mutton chops, and I'm like,
his mutton chops are sick.
but then the mutton chops is the same issue. I still have a beard, but you just be able to see my double chins. What's the fucking point? Like, you know how like, this might come across horrible.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like girls have like contouring and stuff, like with the makeup and that to make them look better. Like,
yeah,
guys have beards. That is it.
Yeah, I suppose. Like, because you kind of like, you're supposed to follow a certain like part of your face depending on your structure, right?
Yeah.
When it comes to like actually shaping.
I mean, you can freestyle. You can do what you want, but
just get like one of those fucking like weird early noughties like chin straps.
I had a
like,
chin strap.
Oh, of course you did. Just like metalcore. Every metalcore band had fucking one of those like chin strap.
My chin strap was fucking phenomenal, man.
But is that because you couldn't grow the rest of your beard, or was that choice? Did you shave your side of your face?
I could not grow the rest of the beard. So
See, that makes sense. But if you've chosen to shave your cheeks and then just leave a random like patch of hair down the bottom, that's weird. Just grow it all.
Yeah, but you're saying that as, oh man, so the. Jesus.
You're about to say that. You're saying that as if you're like speaking from experience.
No,
that
these
hurts.
fucking photos are garbage. So this is from 2010.
Nice.
Jesus, look at this guy.
Ooh,
Yeah,
boy.
your boy just got a MacBook. He's messing around with the sepia tones.
How brown can I make this?
How brown can I make myself? I made the fucking dumbest faces in every photo. Oh, this photo is when I just got my first ever tattoo. Can you tell?
Yes, I love that. Just
The
fresh
most
out,
uncomfortable I've ever stood in my entire life.
just fresh out of that fucking like pool house, or whatever it was you get fucking tattooed in.
16-year-old me, by the way. Look at that. What a fucking heartthrob.
Did I know that version of you?
Maybe.
No, I feel like that maybe would have been before we'd actually met.
Yeah, maybe just before.
Around that time, around about, you know?
Yeah, around that time. God,
Oh,
man.
and then look at us now, just old as shit, dude.
I need to really go through my Facebook and just delete all these photos.
Oh, do you know what I did?
Deleted Facebook.
Deleted my Facebook.
It's me on the toilet.
The worst thing is somebody else took that photo, dude.
Liam Conley took that photo.
Obviously, dude. Who fucking else?
That was from the night where I stopped drinking. Like, whenever it
the
was.
famed night.
Yeah.
I think that might have been like the first episode we actually talked about that. So if you want to go back into the annals of DEF,
look at that tash.
oh my god, look at that! See what I mean? Right, listen to me now. Right, you take off the backwards cap, because don't wear a backwards cap ever.
What about the mullet?
Oh, nah. You know I'm such a massive proponent for mullets. You know I have always loved them.
Yeah, I know.
But yo, that tash, like, I don't hate it.
I was also young and skinny though. Like I could get away with shit like that.
I mean, like, I always pretended I had a mullet, but really I just...
Yo, that
you handsome. I mean,
that
those
tash
glasses, my God.
Yeah, they were Quicksilver bad boys. Oh, man, this is ridiculous. Oh no, I did shave off. I did shave off my beard once. I said I did it for November, but I definitely didn't. You know, I just did it, and I needed an excuse.
On the 12th of November. Oh yeah, man, I did it now.
Well, the whole thing with November is you're meant to like shave it off and grow it from scratch. You know.
Yeah.
And I definitely didn't do that.
One of the guys I work with is still doing it 3 months later. It's fucking hilarious.
I do wish I could rock it because it would make life so much easier. I wouldn't have to worry about a stupid beard all the time.
But then you would need to shave more often, right?
Yeah, but I quite like the idea of shaving more. Like, I don't know. It'd be quite nice just to give yourself like a wee bit of time in the morning, just to like give yourself a shave. You know.
I mean, it takes me 4 seconds to shave, dude.
Yeah.
I literally shave here. Like, this is the only bit of my face that grows any fucking hair. Just the sides of my chin. It honestly takes me all of about 17 seconds. Is that Thomas? What the fuck, dude?
I need to delete all these photos.
Just all damning photos that were just like so acceptable in 2011.
There's another one that I will show you later on. Just because it's not bad, but I wouldn't want it to maybe be picked up on a camera. Because it's not of me, and I don't want to...
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, but we all had that. Like, there's still going to be photos floating around. Because, like, speaking of Tam, like, we used to... Hello, welcome. This is episode 92 of Deadhead Friends podcast. Let me get this out of the way first. This is a podcast with two dudes who don't know anything, but we talk about anything. We are coming from the wonderful place that is Scope Spaces. Go and find them on Instagram, TikTok, all the places. Hit them up for your social media needs to make yourself look fucking gorgeous like you do. Come and find us on Instagram and on TikTok or wherever else. If you don't already, you just find us at Deadhead Friends podcast. I'm actually going to do a plug as well, if you don't already know this.
Oh, God.
But me and Jamans and other people, other people that are involved, we're actually playing our last ever show as a band on the 18th of February in Audio in Glasgow. So if that is something that piques your interest, go over to Rainfalls UK on Instagram, hit the little link, and you can buy tickets, or just message us directly and we'll hit you up. All of the money that we make off of this show, so ticket sales, merch sales, anything else, is all being donated to M&D Scotland.
Yep.
Who help people, who support people who are living with motor neuron disease. So if you're interested in any of that kind of shit, hit us up. We'll hook you up with tickets. But yeah, we can talk about the actual feelings we have maybe later on in the episode or in another episode. But there are pictures out there somewhere. They were on my Facebook before I deleted, right? But me and Tam, we were rambunctious. We were a bit schwiled.
Getting reckless, bruh.
Got a little bit young and reckless, a little Y&R, you know. And we would do. This is a very common thing because I know other people have done it. But you would just get pictures with random people that you didn't really know, and you would just pull a nut out.
Oh, you sneaky nutsing. Sneaky nuts.
My favorite one always think of was we were out at the Cathouse. Obviously, we were in the Cathouse one night, and we met this guy that we thought looked like Johnny Depp, right? So when we met him, that's all we did. We were just like, oh my fucking God, it's Johnny Depp. Do your fucking Captain Jack Sparrow impression and all this shit. Just being assholes, like straight up
pricks.
Assholes to this guy. But he was like gung-ho. Like, he thought it was funny as fuck. He was like kind of playing along and stuff.
Yeah, you don't look like Johnny Depp and don't know you look like Johnny Depp. Sorry.
So we were like, oh man, we need to get a picture with you, man. This has been like a good time. So we got him to do like an Edward Scissorhands pose.
This poor dude. Oh my God.
And me and Tam. And do you remember the first bass player that played in Rainfalls?
Yeah.
he was also involved. So there's just this picture of this guy that we thought looked like Johnny Depp. we're standing, like, he's standing there doing the fucking Edward Scissorhand pose, and we're sitting there like fucking school kids, like, trying to hold in our laughter, like, hanging nuts out, trying to fucking pose with the guy. So we got up the next day and, like, found this photo on somebody's phone, and can remember speaking to the guy and obviously being like, oh, I look like Johnny Depp. Looked at the photos, that man looked nothing like Johnny Depp.
That's always how it goes.
Not even a fucking smidge of Johnny Depp in the guy.
No. But you know what? You made that man's night. He was like, yes, I am Johnny Depp.
But just like, he's one of those guys that like still goes to the Cathouse like in his mid-30s and like
Probs.
dresses up in a certain way so he kind of comes across.
Probs.
He also could have already been in his mid-30s, and that was like 7 years ago. Ooh. Probably. Oh no, it would have been more than that. How fucking old am I now? 30. I was definitely a lot older than that. It was a long time.
Well, your child's almost 8.
Like 19. Oh.
Hate to remind you.
I think I was 19. 18 or 19.
Oh my
so that was
God,
like, you know,
man.
hard drinking, hard Cathouse times, dude.
I kind of miss that because I never really had it.
Yeah.
I had the one experience of being in the Cathouse drunk.
One?
And I was sober for the rest of it. I missed out on so much, man. I wish I could go back and just be like, hey, just be better at this. Drink more, you'll be okay.
I genuinely don't think you missed out. Like, I do think I look back on that time, and the only positive that came out of it was like the friendship that I had with Tam at the time. Like, obviously,
yeah,
like,
but my sober brain would never even let me go to the Cathouse after a certain point. You know, like the only memories I have of being in the Cathouse, like you've got great stories about meeting like fake Johnny Depp, and I just remember being like verbally abused by my ex-girlfriend. Like, it's a pretty good time.
Yeah.
You know, like that's where I'm at. I was like, I wish I could just go and have fun again.
Yeah.
You know, as a child.
I still remember like seeing you at the Cathouse a couple of times, and like we knew of each other, but didn't really like hang
didn't
out
really
or
know each
anything.
other.
But I always just saw you sitting at one of those tables, so I was just like, he's over there again.
He's having a bad time.
Like you just didn't look like you wanted to be there. Like, we're not enjoying yourself in any way. And
I was just there for the chopsticks afterwards. Truthfully. I was just there for some real bad Chinese food. I was there for the stomach aches.
Oh, hi. How did we get onto that, man?
I showed you a photo, Tam.
Oh, I said that. Oh man, yeah. Just it was so fucking stupid being young, but goddamn.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good memories, but yeah, definitely look back at that time and I'm just like, oh, it was just so bad.
We definitely, nothing incriminating, but we did like stupid things, you know, like we just had fun, had no cares because you're young. Yeah. You just like, I'll bounce back tomorrow, it'll be okay. But I don't feel like I had that. I feel like this sounds shitty when I say it out loud, but I matured beyond that dead quick. Yeah. Because I wasn't drinking, so I was just like, oh God, I don't want to be around that, you know? Yeah. Which is a shitty way for me to look back on it now, but at the time, that's when my brain was thinking, you know? I wasn't just being like, oh, I don't drink, you guys have fun, you know? I was, but I was just like, fucking, this guy, you know? Chumps. And it's stupid. I don't regret my life being that way. I don't think. Mm-hmm. Because I definitely have a different experience on life than what other people had, which is definitely a good thing, you know? Like, if everyone lived the same fucking life, it'd be boring, but I lived a boring version of what everyone else did, so, you know, my life was boring anyway. I might as well just have had fun at the time, but I think at the time, it made sense. Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. I've been doing a lot of reminiscing lately. Oh, yeah? Yeah, like, I don't know. I'm speaking to a lot of people in work. A lot of my clients, like young students. Oh, it's my birthday at the weekend. I'm like, oh, fucking right. You're like, what age are you going to be? 21. I'm like, fuck. 21? Jesus Christ. Yeah. Basically a fetus still. Like, and it's only 9 years ago, but I remember me at 21 had no idea what I was doing, what was going on with anything. But I had this, like, grown-up view. Yeah. Because I was clean living, you know? I was a clean living boy. But is that right? No. But it makes me think about that time in my life, and, like, I was not happy in that time in my life. Like, no. I just wish that I had in me now what I have in me then what I have now, is what I'm trying to say. Because I think my life would be so different if I was just able to be like, oh, shut up, man, and just like get on with it, you know, like, because I can have that conversation now, like with like anybody in my life. If somebody's annoying me or somebody's like pissing me off, I'm just like, shut up. Like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna hit me because I'm telling you to shut up? What you're saying is annoying me. I could hit you, you know. Like that's where my brain goes. I'm just like I start thinking it that way, but I don't know. I feel like life would be different if I had like my 30s confidence.
Yeah,
you know?
just like a bit more kind of like brass.
Yeah, a bit of fucking fire in my belly, I guess. I don't know, maybe it's just, I was sad.
Yeah.
Chronically sad.
I think you might have just been like quite aware of things, and I think like most people at that age, this is me definitely speaking from experience, is like most people at that age are just ignorant as shit.
Yeah.
Like blindly ignorant as fuck.
I think there is just now, like I still have that pure like hyper awareness. Like even when I do have a drink or whatever nowadays, like there's always a part of me that wants to like pull back a little, you know, and just like get back in the comfort zone, you know. But that's what my life has been about for the last like 5 years, is like trying to push myself out of the comfort zone. 5 years is a stretch, maybe 3 years. I'm just trying to push myself beyond that, and it's so hard to like listen to yourself. You know, I tell other people, I'm like, yeah, go fucking live your life. You do what you want. What's holding you back? You? Come on. And I'm just like, oh, I can't do anything. I'm so sad. I'm so nervous. I'm anxious. What if it goes wrong?
Yeah.
I just wish I could just turn that little bit of my brain off.
Do you think it's like a control thing?
Yeah.
I think it's like you just you want to be in control of the situation that you're involved in.
I want to be in control of every situation I'm involved in, and that's a real issue in itself. But it's definitely based on control.
Yeah,
for sure. We seen it when I was in Amsterdam. You know, like Friday night, I had no control.
Yeah,
and when I got back to the hotel, all I did was apologize. Because that was the only thing I could control, was my actions afterwards. Yeah. It's not that I made those choices. I did make that choice. I made that choice to have 2 more puffs on a joint and get absolutely spangled. You know, like. Yeah. But I didn't make the choice to be that fucked. Yeah. You know, I didn't think that was going to happen. So I felt so out of control, which is why I was gripping onto Shanna for dear life, and I was quiet because I was like, I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth. I really don't know what's going to come out of my mouth. And that was the one bit that I could still, like, control. Yeah, I could control that one bit. I think that's why I felt so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed.
Really?
Oh, fucking right, aye.
Yeah?
Even the next day, like, when we took the wee bit of the brownie, I was like, please no.
Just don't want that again.
Don't want it to be a repeat of last night, because we were taking it super early in the morning.
Whole day written off.
Ruined.
Yeah, and I mean, like, from I could always just be like, but you're in fucking good company, man. Like, we're all just here for a laugh. But, like, that never fucking helps. Like, that kind of shit, like, kind of irks me a little bit. See, when that is, like, that is your reality that you're in. Like, you cannot change the reality that you live in of having that, like, there's a part of your brain and your fucking psyche that is like, I need to be in control of things.
Oh, yeah.
And then when you start feeling embarrassed about shit and we're like, we're just here for a fucking laugh and stuff. And it's like, I know we're here for a laugh, but that's like, I can't do anything about that.
This bit's not a laugh.
It can't stop. Like, it physically or mentally will never stop. Yeah. So it's just like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, you shouldn't feel embarrassed, because like, that's not going to make you feel any fucking better. Like, it's just not going to change anything.
But I get over the embarrassment really quickly. Like, today, like, coming home from work, I had one of the most embarrassing things happen to me. So I was getting on the subway, went to sit down, and it started moving. But I sat down, I don't know how the fuck I sat down. Apparently I just forgot how to do it. Like, turned round and it started moving, and I fell. But there was like this fucking super petite girl here. Yeah. And my hand went out, and I put my hand on her leg to hold myself up, because I couldn't get to the pole. Yeah. I couldn't get to the seat. So I put my hand on her leg, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. But if I didn't do that, I was headbutting her. Like, because she was tall as fuck, and I was just like, she's sitting down, she's still like the same height as me. I was just like, dish. So embarrassed. But I sat there the rest of the time, not red-faced. Yeah. Pure, I was just like, that's fine. Yeah. That's the one part of my day where I can't control it. That's fine. Yeah. I just let it go. But I was so, like, I was eating it up inside. And I was like, God, does she think I'm a creep? Does she think I just like tried to like grab her leg? You know, I've just got it going on in my head the entire time. And I'm like, oh my God, man. She instantly like, picked up her phone and started like texting someone. I was like, oh, fuck, she just said something. She just fell up on the train. I'm like, I didn't feel you up. I just fucking fell. Like there was like nothing I could do in this moment.
You just had like a full fucking argument with her in your head.
Yeah, she's probably just texting her mum saying dinner nearly ready. You know, like it's so fucking stupid. But it was so embarrassing that I just had to sit in it.
Yeah. But like, see, like those kind of situations for fucking me as well, because like something that, like, if you have a moment like that with somebody else in public that you don't know, that has not affected their day in any way. No. They'll literally never think about that again.
No.
But you'll be thinking about that for fucking weeks.
Yeah, unless you did think that I tried to grope her, then I'm just like, well, that's me fucked. That's it. It's game over. I don't want to be in her head for the rest of the day as that guy that groped me on the subway. I was just... Gravity was against me. I'm so sorry. Because like, as soon as I sat down, I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, that was it. There was nothing else I could have done. I did that thing when you look around the carriage and you're like, sound. No one saw.
I think it probably would have been worse if she was the only person in the carriage.
Oh, yeah, I would fucking sit next to her.
Was there other people?
There was so many other people.
That's
here.
Nice. That's the reason I had the one person in the carriage.
Yeah. To be fair, it might have been the lady who sat in front of her's fault. Because she was sitting like an asshole. She was sat like this with her legs out.
And the subway.
On the subway, which has
Motherfucker, don't.
Has like the tiniest little alley to walk down.
So small.
So like she was like in the process of moving her feet back, but it was starting to move and I needed to sit down and there wasn't a big enough space for me, but apparently there was. And yeah, I just like my full weight on this little girl's leg. Like I was just like, I could have broke her.
Yeah.
Genuinely. Like if I'd went down harder.
Yeah.
I'd be rushing her to the hospital.
Something smashing.
Fuck. Yeah, human brain's a weird thing. I think back on things too much. In 10 years' time, when we're doing like episode 8 million, like, I'll bring this up. Like, oh, I mean, that time I was super embarrassed. Yeah, but I like reminiscing sometimes.
Yeah.
I was kept up last night by something I was thinking about happened fucking 6 years ago, maybe more. Story I'm not going to tell too much on here, but it was to do with like a friend, and something happened, and it was like an aggressive moment, and I was like, I haven't thought of it. God knows how long.
Yeah. And
then this person was mentioned, and I was just like, fuck.
Yeah, like unlocked it.
I was like, kept up. I don't know, about 2, 3 in the morning. Like went to bed at 11, tossing and turning, couldn't stop thinking about it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's fucking wild, man.
Is it something that's like unresolved?
It's something that was a nothing moment. But yeah, it pure plays in my mind. Like,
really,
it was a pure horrible moment. But I'll tell you about it later.
Yeah.
I don't want to go into it too much on this, but my brain will just keep that.
Yeah, just like
until like such a time as I'm trying to fall asleep.
Yeah, it holds on to it. Yeah.
Yeah, big man, mind this. Oh no, so fucking dumb. Yeah.
I guess that's one place where I kind of like benefit the fact that I can't fucking remember shit.
Oh yeah.
It's like there obviously are like certain things like that will always like kind of creep up. Like this, like I think I've got a bit of the control thing as well. Maybe not necessarily as quite as much as you've got it, but like there is a couple of things that like keep in the back of my mind and they will like creep up. Like the time I really get stabbed and shit. Like you can't really. That's not something that ever really like leaves you because that is like probably the one point in my life when I was like least in control.
Oh yeah,
do you know what I mean? Just like someone pulling a knife out and you're like a fucking. I think I was maybe like 15, like a 15-year-old kid just at the skate park. Like some guy that you've never met before just pulls a knife and you just fucking shit yourself, you know? Like I was like, I mean, I've never really been in a fight or anything. I talked about it before, so like I especially not when I was that wee. I don't know how to deal with that kind of situation.
Yeah,
I maybe could now because I feel like I could talk my way out of things because I'm just like, fuck off, man.
Yeah, being lanky is at your advantage as well.
Oh, you
Definitely.
Reckon? You reckon?
Yeah, no one wants to hit the big guy.
Well, they can hit this big guy because I probably won't hit them back.
Yeah, but they won't think to because you tower over most fucking people.
Yeah, I suppose. But yeah. But I mean, so that does.
Do you want to get in a scrap? Not me and you. Like we'll just go outside and just like find someone. Fight
nah,
them.
Fuck no, dude. Like,
you got wrong today, boy.
I honestly could not think of anything fucking worse.
It's fine, man.
I hate scrapping, man. It's just not. I just think it's dumb as fuck. Like, why are we doing this? We don't have to do this.
It's so dumb.
It's fucking
dumb.
so dumb. Like, do you know what I love? I love watching people fight.
Me too.
I love watching people fight. If it's people I know, I hate it. I hate watching people I know fight.
At Fight Haven on Twitter. Jesus.
You sent me so many of those fucking videos, dude.
I genuinely end my night watching them and start my day watching them.
No wonder you can't sleep, dude.
It's fucking nuts.
You're just like, adrenaline's up here because you're just watching like two fucking 14-year-olds in school like kicking the shit out of each other.
The one where the guy got fucking dunked in the bin.
that one was
that guy was like so in control of that fight and then he got dunked. Oh, amazing. Yeah, I got to a point now where I've seen most of them. So what I start doing is like on Twitter now, if you like watch a video, like if you click on it and it full screens,
yeah,
if you just swipe up, it shows you a video related to it.
Yeah,
and some of the shit that comes up is so intense.
Oh my god!
Like it's like people's fighting, and then just all of a sudden somebody pulls out a gun and shoots them, and I'm just like,
nope,
bruh,
nope.
I saw one the other day. It was two guys robbing some shop. One of them jumps over the counter, but like looks away for a second. So like the guy behind the cash register grabs a knife. And he's like stabbing fuck out this guy. And the guy's just like, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm like, you picked the wrong shop, man. Like, fucking nuts. I think he stabs him in bits that like he's not going to be like permanently damaged or die. So he's just like, I got you, motherfucker.
But still.
Nah, he was getting robbed.
What are you doing?
I know. Robbed.
No, listen. Like, the guy defending his shop, defending himself, defending his honor, fine. But why are you watching it, man? You've made a choice to watch that shit. That's the thing that's wild. The robber made a choice to try and rob somebody. The guy didn't have a choice, so he started stabbing. You absolutely had a fucking choice to watch that video. No wonder you're still up till 2 in the fucking morning, dude.
It's a 27-second video. What was I going to do? Flick by it? No. Come on. If it's 27 seconds, you know something good happens. It's like, see the videos that are like less than 10, you know the knockout happens like that. Oh, man. I live for fight videos.
But then you can't watch the UFC. You'll turn to me and say you can't watch the UFC because it's too real.
Yeah, it's organised. I don't give a fuck about that. It's too real. And also, they have egos. These are kids. They don't know what they're doing. It's just funny to watch. That's the truth of it. Like, that's the real life thing I like. I don't want fights to be real. Because that's what UFC is. UFC is but it's a planned fight. You know they're going to go hard because one of them has to win.
Yeah, one of them.
So like if it's just a fucking street fight,
yeah,
one person doesn't know they're about to get punched. So then they've got to fight.
Yeah.
Wild.
You're fucked up, man. You're super fucked up. But no,
yeah.
To respond to your offer, absolutely not. I do not want to get in a fight with you.
Not with me.
I know, but I don't.
By my side.
No.
My right hand man.
I would fucking hate to watch. I would hate to watch you being in a fight. I would hate it, man.
I've not been in a fight in a long time.
Good, because it's dumb.
That is dumb.
I would end up.
Last fight I was in the Cathouse.
Oh, obviously.
We're not getting to that story either.
Is that a good one?
I'll tell you later.
Oh, well.
In my mind, I'm like, define good. No, it was a stupid one, but it's fine. It is what it is. Right. It is dumb, but fighting is uncontrollable sometimes. For a man who likes to be in control, I have a temper. And I can't control it anymore. I can, but sometimes you can't. You know? It's crazy.
I feel like it's always avoidable, man.
Is it?
Unless somebody's trying to like kill you.
I only have so many words. Is the truth of it. I get 2 good sentences in me.
Yeah.
And I'm swinging.
And then that's it, it's gone, man.
Yeah, I'm just like, if it's not resolved by now, you're getting it.
I'm definitely like the pure mitigator. Like, anytime somebody I knew was getting into a fight, I would be the guy just being like, nah, this is actually dumb. Like, what are you doing? Like, there was one guy in particular, just speaking of cows, there was one guy in particular we used to go out with that he loved getting in fights, dude. Loved getting in fights. And I hated that shit. I absolutely hated it. And he was terrified. Like,
Was everything okay at home? Sounds like a cry for help.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Like,
there we are.
This guy had probs, and he loved the fight. He was like, Finley, I'm Finley, and I love to fight.
I was like, who are you talking about?
Finlay.
Finlay.
Yeah. WWF, dude.
What a guy.
WW. And I hated it. Every time I saw it, like, coming, like, you could, like, see, like, the mist going over his eyes kind of shit.
Ugh.
And I just remember being like, nope. Kind of, like, stepping in front of him, just being like, not today, man. No.
It's wild, though. Like, I can't explain the feeling before a fight.
Yeah.
It's nervous but excited. Like, if you know that it's coming, like, if you are not actively arguing, if you're arguing with someone and, like, you can feel it getting to a point where there's no resolution other than just hitting each other.
Yeah.
The feeling before is so wild. I lose, like, sensation in my hands and stuff. I'm like,
so that helps so you don't feel the pain.
I'm like, I don't even know if I'm going to hit this guy. I don't even know if I have strength anymore. Like, my arms are just, like, limp. I was like, oh, no. I need to bring these up just in case, man.
Just got to use them as sledgehammers at this point.
Because I'm small, I used to headbutt people. Because
I can imagine you've got a fucking thick-ass head, dude.
oh, it's a
dome piece.
I got a cranium. Like,
Big cranium branium.
like, because of the height I am, most people are a little bit above me. So all I had to do was grab them by the collar and pull them forward a little bit.
Yeah.
And their nose would be on my head.
Yeah, like you've closed the distance out.
Yeah. It's a go-to move. You ever see me, like, winding up my neck?
I can't even like picture it.
Honestly, let's go.
like I know we've been pals for a long time, and I imagine we're going to be pals for another long time. So there's probably going to be some point where I will end up seeing you fight. I'm just telling you right now, I'm going to hate it.
I really hope not, because I don't like fighting. It's dumb.
Yeah, it's so
It
dumb.
is dumb.
Yeah.
But sometimes, you know, got to defend your honor.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, got to be a man.
Well, on that note,
He says.
do the
Well, sometimes.
right. Do the fucking playlist, dude.
Okay. Dead End Jones. So, speaking of men, this first song's by a real man. Waylon Jennings,
Nice.
the homie, Outlaw Style. He's the man. He's a bad dude.
Is he?
He's a fucking hella bad dude.
Really?
He was like, I think it was like loads of assault charges and drug running maybe, and like, yeah, hella bad dude. But he's a cowboy. So what are you
Just part and parcel.
what are you gonna do about it?
Is
you
he
know?
dead?
I think he
Is
is.
Waylon Jennings dead?
I'll Google. I think he is dead.
Yeah. Fuck him then.
Waylon Jennings. He must be. Oh, his Wikipedia said was. Yes, he's definitely
Nice. Okay.
dead. This song's called I Ain't Living Long Like This. And it's basically about everything I just spoke about. Just being fucking reckless. It's actually a really good song. Like, I love country music. You know I do.
Yeah.
But this is like pure upbeat, like almost on the verge of like country pop, but by a guy who's definitely not country pop. A lot of his songs are just about being sad and lonely. Like, that's why I fucking love him.
Yeah.
But
Fits
yeah,
the
he does
fucking
have like
criteria.
he does tell a lot of stories about like things he did within his music, which is admirable in a way, you know. But the song's a fucking scalper.
I will say it's a really good song. It's too long though.
Got a good chorus.
It's too long.
Is it long?
It's like 5 minutes long.
That's not that bad.
It takes too long.
Okay. The next song I put on is The Artist in the Ambulance by Thrice. You know this song.
I know this song because I listened to it earlier.
You don't know it before?
I don't listen to Thrice. I never have.
So this song is 20 years old.
Huh?
And the version that I've put on is from a remaster, a revisited version that they just released.
Nice.
So like Dustin Kernsu, I think his name is.
Uh-huh.
His voice is aged. And it's so good, man. It's
Yeah?
so gravelly and it's fucking...
Only kind of like Thricey things I've ever listened to is his solo stuff. He's got nice solo stuff.
His solo stuff's banging, man.
great.
But I love Thrice. I love like The Artist in the Ambulance. It's
Yeah.
just it's a great album. I love this song so much. I remember the very first. I think I spoke about this before a couple of weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
I used to want to get the lyrics "Let's lead, not follow" tattooed on my arm.
Yeah.
Comes from this song.
Nice.
But the version they brought out like originally, he's young, sprightly, and he's got this fucking like even like the guitars are like maybe like an octave higher.
Right,
His
right,
voice
okay.
is way higher, and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
everything about this revisited version of it is fucking amazing. Like it just works so much better because you can actually hear the words that he's singing, whereas before it was like just kind of yelling.
He's kind of pushing it.
Yeah, and it just the words all became one. But then you listen to this version, you're like, God, you're actually saying real things. Like it's a great song. Like he's always been really good at writing like kind of stories like that. Like this one's like about somebody getting a second chance at life. Like, it's quite nice.
Yeah.
I do really fucking love it. And I didn't. This is like a surprise thing. They just dropped it.
Oh,
That
wow.
was it. So they did like all the songs on the album. I'm pretty sure like Sam Carter from Architects is on a song. And, like, Chuck Reagan from fucking whatever band he's in, like Hot Water Music or something. Like,
Damn.
like he's on a song. Like, but the voices, like their voices are so much better. They're so much better at their instruments.
Yeah.
Everything about it is just fucking 10 times better than
It's like
it
they've
ever
had
was.
20 years to perfect it.
Yeah, like they
You
cooked
know?
it for a little while. You
Yeah,
know, like,
yeah.
back then it
Let
was
them
like
cook.
yeah, it was underbaked, but now it's like nice, not got a soggy bottom. The next song I put on is called "Unhinged, Unraveled" by Cruel Hand. This album got shat on when it came out.
It makes me mad.
It makes me so mad because I love this album. They tried something, it didn't really work, but it did work.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't appease the crowd that they were going for.
Yeah.
But it brought in new people, and I think that's always a good thing.
The thing that I didn't realize, I didn't know this because I've only ever listened to this Cruel Hand album, and I saw them play in the garage. I can't remember who they were playing with, but they played in the garage.
I think it may have been like a Never Say Die tour or something.
It might have been because I'm pretty sure like Turnover played it or something, so that's already like a weird two bands to be playing together.
Yeah.
So it might have been, so like the way I noticed that wasn't the album that people liked is because I was loving it every time they played those tunes, but everybody else who was going nuts at all the other songs just stood there, and I was just like, they're playing Gasoline. What are you doing? Like, this song's a fucking banger.
I like when bands try something new, even if it doesn't work. I think they kind of went back a little bit with the next album. I haven't listened to it, if I'm being honest. But I think they still hold on to like little elements of it where it sounds super heavy produced and they maybe have a wee bit of singing here and there.
Yeah.
Fuck it, it's cool.
Yeah.
I love it. I love this
that.
album
I
so
really
much.
like that album, dude.
The next song I've got is called "You Can Have the Crown" by Sturgill Simpson.
Nice.
God, I love this album. I love this album so much. He's just a fucking country boy. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's definitely before he got like super famous, but he kind of was famous, you know, like. So he writes a lot about like trying to make it, and I think a lot of country music end up going like that, and I love it. Genuinely love it.
Yeah.
Because we've all lived that dream of like trying to make it.
Yeah, like the struggles of an
Rising
artist, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's just a good song. It's got a fucking great fucking.
He's got a really nice voice.
Yeah, great chorus. He does a really good Nirvana cover as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll send you that later. It's
That's
fucking
cool. I
great.
mean, that's the only thing I've ever heard by him because I was listening to it in the car on the way over here, and I was like, this is actually like, I'm not like, I'm not the biggest like country guy. Like, it's not something I really like dip into, but I was like, this is actually excellent because the thing that I always really like about the stuff you listen to is you always like artists with incredible storytelling.
I love storytellers. Like,
And that song, this like, even though it was in the opening line where he's like, I've spent all my money on
weed and pills.
Yeah.
Trying to write a record that pays the bills.
yeah, dude, like that's
Ain't
the
happened
opening
yet, so
line.
I guess I'll rob a bank. You know?
The opening line, I was just like, yeah, this is sick, dude.
I like country music because it's so honest. You know,
Right.
like there's obviously like country pop and all that kind of stuff, and it's all about like pickup trucks and like fucking,
Yeah.
you know, like on the ranch, my horses,
Yeah,
fucking
picking up a 40.
Daisy Dukes and all that kind of stuff. You know, like whatever. There's a place in my life for that. Like I love listening to absolute country on the radio. You know, but I just like something that tells me a story of a life. You know, I like to be involved in some sort of way in this person's life, even if it is just listening to the songs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Country music's just raw at times. Like,
Yeah.
There's a guy, Coulter Wall. I don't think I've ever put a song of his on, but it was Sammy that told me about him. It took me ages to fucking get around to listening to it.
What was he called, sorry?
Coulter Wall.
Coulter Wall.
Yeah, he's got a song called, an album called Plain to See Plainsman, I think it's called.
Uh-huh.
The guy's voice is fucking insane.
Yeah.
But his is like concept albums where he tells a story about like old cowboys.
Okay.
Oh man, it's fucking stunning. So good. But yeah, country music's amazing, and I've been really getting into it because I've been watching a lot of Yellowstone. I'm gonna end up buying a fucking cowboy hat, man. Like it's such a problem in my life right now. I've been on capsandhats.com and I was like, God,
Do it for the content, man.
for the content.
Do it for the content.
Nice. Can I expense it? Probably.
Expense to what, this?
Well, I'm self-employed. I can expense whatever I fucking like. I guess I can expense it. Yeah, I'll expense it. Hey, Gary, it says here on your expenses list, cowboy hat. Let's talk to you about that. I was like, I'm opening a cowboy-themed barbershop.
There's one cowboy hat.
It's Texas Pete's.
You might get sued.
I may get sued. Anyway, the last song I put on is fucking a mad curveball. Can't remember who I saw talking about this band, but it sparked something in me, and I put on "Killing Loneliness" by him off the album Dark Light. I remember getting this album on I spoke about him a couple of weeks ago. My dad's friend who got us like all the pirate stuff, but it was like torrent CDs.
Yeah.
John McGinn, what a guy.
Big John.
But I remember that being on there, and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Because I remember the song Wings of a Butterfly. Like, fucking top tier.
Yeah.
So good. I remember hearing that before I listened to the whole album. I was like, oh my God, this is my life. I am so goth. And I just wish there was Valvalo, because everyone did back then. But it is a pure curveball. I do understand that, but man, it fucking slaps so hard.
I saw that you text me earlier on being like, I've updated the playlist, so I went on to do it as well and just saw like a hymn song in there, and I was just like, what is this? And your response was just Hammer Tight.
Hammer Tight.
I couldn't respond. I had no response to it.
I listened to a couple of songs on the way home, like, and I was just like, God, they are good. Like, you take away like everything else about that band.
Yeah.
They're pretty fucking good, man.
The music, just
they are good.
Focus on the music,
and
man.
it's just
that's what we're all about here, man.
Sad goth lyrics. I fuck with it.
Okay, so the first one I put on is a song called Gorilla off of the Little Sims album. It's fucking excellent, man. Like,
is this the new album?
Yeah, so she brought out two last year.
Oh.
So she did something to do with introvert. I can't actually remember the name of the album. Sometimes I'm an Introvert or something it's called. And then she just like fucking threw this one out like at the tail end of last year. So I've only just got around to listen to it. No, man, it's fucking excellent, dude. But this song is like the second track on the album, and it like stood out for me the most. Like the production on it's just brilliant, dude. It's dead like it's quite stripped back.
Yeah.
But it's just hard, man. Her, again, just going back to like lyricism, her fucking lyricism is just amazing. The stuff that she just like throws into a rhyme, and you're just like, what is going on, man? Like, one of the lines that she hits out with in this song is red on the wall when I'm recording, red on the forehead of the informant. And as soon as I heard it, I was just like, oh my God, just like break that down into segments. How fucking good are those lines together?
That's
do you know?
Nuts, man.
It's great. It's a really, really good song. The album also is absolutely incredible. The next song I put on is a song called Back to Basics by a producer called Agajon. And it features Jay Prince. So Jay Prince I think he's actually like a UK based MC. But the song is just like back to basics. Like, it's a very like basic stripped back just like beat, and it's fucking so good.
Nice.
Like I can't actually remember how I like came across this album, but this Agajon album, like I've had it bumping for like the past week because it is just like, it's one of those ones that's just so nice to listen to. But it like features loads of different artists because he's the producer. It's like an Alchemist joint. Like Alchemist puts something out and he gets like loads of his mates to just jump on it. Like that's the same kind of thing. He's just got loads of people that he knows to like come in, lay a verse down, and then it just gets put on the album. And it's it's fucking brilliant, man. Next song I put on is because we were talking about them the other day. I put on You and I by Trapped Under Ice.
Nice.
I fucking love Trapped Under Ice, dude.
Me too. I listened to them the other night when I was in the gym and I was squatting. It felt right.
They're just like,
it felt so right.
Like, I was never really right into like hardcore music. Like,
yeah.
I didn't listen to like the big kind of like hardcore names. But the one that I always did was Trapped Under Ice. It was the one that I always was like tuned into. Like,
it's easy to see. I think like they were maybe the most accessible because they just didn't seem scary.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like some hardcore, you're like, oh God, am I allowed to like this? Like, whereas them, everyone's like, yeah, this is sick. Like, everyone was like, yeah, that's cool. So yeah, I get that. I fucking love that band.
I still remember actually seeing them when they played in the Cathouse.
That was a weird show.
Was it Trapped Under Ice and Was it Your Demise?
Your Demise, Man Overboard played, and I want to say Basement. It was a Kerrang tour.
It might have been actually.
Yeah.
Basement were headlining, right?
No, Your Demise headlined.
Or Your Demise headline.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a weird show. But seeing Trapped Under Ice was like the highlight of the night, man.
Oh yeah.
So I remember, I can never remember the guy's name, but always knew him through like other people. I think you knew him. I can't remember his name, so I can't even tell you who it was. Cool. But somebody did a flip off of like the bar, not the bar, but you remember at the side of that, like the Cathouse stage,
the little platform thing.
Yeah, somebody did like a flip off of like the banister there, and
Amazing.
just immediately get toughed out, and it was like 2 songs into their set.
Oh, that sucks.
It was fucking hilarious, dude.
That sucks. Oh.
But they also have, I think it was at This Is Hardcore. So they have a set that was recorded for This Is Hardcore on YouTube, and I still go back to it every so often just to watch it because it's crazy. Yeah. Because they finished the set with like the last song on that album. I always forget what it's called. The one that's like, "You sucked the life out of me." Oh
yeah, fucking.
I cannot remember what it's called.
Still Cold or whatever it is.
Nah, Still Cold's towards the end.
Reality Unfolds.
That's the one. Yeah, dude. So it like ends with that. The whole basically everybody's on the stage for that last song. It's so good, man.
Sick.
The next song I put on is Earn by Childish Gambino. So this is from his Because the Internet album. So this fits into that category of I wish this was a longer song.
Yeah.
You know, you just hear like snippets on certain albums where you're just like, I wish this was an actual
need more.
song.
I need more.
It's like a minute long, and it's gorgeous. Like his voice is amazing. The actual like beat that's played is like kind of creepy and weird.
Yeah.
And kind of like the other one that like I always think about is on the Channel Orange album with Frank Ocean. You know, is it Fertilizer?
Yeah, Fertilizer.
Fertilizer, I'll take bullshit if that's all you got. I need that to be a whole fucking song, dude.
But would it be good? Because the whole thing about that song is like it sounds like it's coming through a transistor radio, you know?
Of course.
But that's cool. Like,
yeah. Dude.
But can you imagine a whole song of that?
I would fuck with it, dude. And then
like Frankie knew what he was doing.
The last song I put on is Out of Time by The Weeknd off of Dawn FM.
Dawn FM.
So I don't remember when Dawn FM came out. I was just a bit like, yeah, cool, it's alright.
Yeah.
But recently I've just been like, yo, this is fucking just excellent, dude.
Disco is fucking it. Like, it's so cool.
Good, dude.
I remember we did like the Super Bowl halftime show. I was fucking crazy.
I still don't think I've ever watched that.
Man, go back and watch it.
Yeah?
It's so good.
Is that the one where he's like running through the maze or whatever and like the memes came out from it?
Yeah.
That's so good, man.
Yeah. It's fucking amazing. It's such a cool show.
Like, I will, like, I feel like, is he the biggest pop star of this, like, current generation?
Currently, yes.
Like, it was like, Justin Bieber held it down for so long.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber has fell off because it happens to all pop stars ever.
Yeah.
The Weeknd for me is like the biggest pop star.
But I mean, he was still around at the same time as Justin Bieber, like,
yeah, of
back
course.
then. Like, and I think 2 very different markets.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd probably say at the minute, yes.
Yeah.
But Harry Styles is creeping.
Harry Styles is creeping, but he also, like, as much as his tunes are banging, he makes the most, like, safe commercial tunes of all time.
Yeah, he does, but
I'll listen to them.
yeah.
But they are the most tame, safe songs of all time.
Yeah,
whereas The Weeknd, they'll throw in stuff where you're just like,
hello,
my friend, what did you just say? And then he'll break your goddamn heart as well, dude. Like, he did that EP before I think it was before he did, like, Blinding Lights and shit, whatever that album was called. So he did that EP, I think it's like 4 or 5 songs, and it was like just after he like had broke up with like Selena Gomez, and it was all just about how heartbroken he was.
I don't know they were a thing.
Yeah, dude. And like,
Fair
so there's
play.
like the song is Call Out My Name,
Yeah.
and it's basically just all about like how he was like second place to JB.
Who the fuck's JB?
Justin Bieber.
She leave
Selena
him?
Gomez, Justin Bieber. They
She
were
leave him for what?
Yeah,
I'm finding so much right
it's
now.
a whole trifecta, man.
Oh
it's
my
a whole
God.
trifecta. So yeah, that he actually like re-released the EP, and it has Call Out My Name with just the isolated vocals.
Ooh.
It's haunting, dude.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Absolutely haunting.
Wild.
Oh, I do like that guy.
Yeah, he's cool.
I fuck with him so much.
Yeah, he's cool. Anyway, thank you very much for listening to episode 92.
Correct.
Sorry, it was a bummer for a little while, but that's okay.
No, that's what this is all about.
We
man.
come here for the good times and for the bad times.
Yeah, you can't take us on one or the other. You have to accept us as a whole thing. Okay.
For the downswings and the upswings.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, thank you very much. We love you. We love you.